Hi, welcome everyone. All right, welcome to our Tuesday night training. I'm so excited to be here. I think people still coming in. I'm really excited to be here. I've actually got so much to share with you guys. So, I'm really, really, really happy that we are doing these weekly trainings because I just feel like there's always a lot to cover. For anyone that doesn't know me or hasn't met me yet, my name is Sarah Dudley. I am your Regional Vice President. So welcome to anyone who it is your first training. Congratulations on the best decision in the world, joining this business. Which has been absolutely life-changing for myself. We've got quite a few things that we want to touch on tonight, so I am going to get straight into it. One of the first things that I did want to touch on, I just popped it in the team page. There's a lovely sale coming. So if you haven't had a chance to look at that yet, go into the Hustle and Heart Messenger chat, and it's an extra 20 to 30% off a whole bunch of items. Yes, not live yet because I've already been on and checked because my girls just said to me they needed the Clear Future pads and they are going on sale as well. So I won't go through the whole thing because you guys can have a quick look, but the 7-day Fresh Start pack is going on sale. Yeah. So especially for those of you that are doing it at the moment, that is hugely beneficial for you to be able to reach out to people. Obviously, make sure you're still bumping it up so that you're getting that 180 PC order. But it just means value-wise, instead of just getting the 7 days, they can get the 7 days and some fees or whatever else it might want to be that they add to cart. I will look at getting some visuals done for this as well. And this actually goes on until the 12th of July. So, yeah, there's a whole heap of stuff in here, guys. The Clean Tox cleanse, the Clear Future, like I said, Clear Future pads, eye makeup remover, like we use, my girls go through so much. There's quite a lot of makeup stuff, which is very good, and I'll tell you why. Derm Results, Peel, the matcha. Beautiful. Oh my God. So there's so much cool stuff in here. All the concealers, all the coffee protein is included. Fiber. Okay. Oh, vanilla protein. What? Okay. There's some really good things in here. I hadn't gone that far down the list. My little ADHD brain just skims the top. Wow. Okay. So yeah, this is huge. Okay, this is absolutely huge. So I'm going to have to go through that. And yeah, okay, I know I'm hilarious, right? So I'm going to go through that and we'll definitely do some visuals. But wow, this is going to be a huge month. It was already going to be a huge month, but like with sales like that, QV will absolutely fly. And I just wanted to say actually a congratulations to everyone because it has been an absolutely cracking start to the month. Everyone is doing so well. Britt, shout out for the 30 days group for helping me in there. Like you're absolutely dominating. I feel like I'm more helping you than you helping me. But yeah, like you're doing such a good job and really appreciate like all the effort you're putting in. And I know you girls are running a cracking 7-day group as well. And well done for committing to do the cleanse. You will find like again, when we're constantly doing these things and we're in activity, it all aligns because now you're doing the 7 days and the 7 days has just gone on sale. Like we didn't know that was coming. Do you know what I mean? So, but the fact that you're already doing it, it's just the timing, right? So when we're always plugged in and doing all of the things, you will find it all complements, running your business. And I know for myself, and I'm sure for Britt as well, doing the 30 days, we're having conversations, we're selling more packs, where more people are watching our stories and going, oh, I want to eat what they're eating and do what they're doing. Britt has the most incredible recipes. My girls had the same thing again for dinner tonight, Britt. They're obsessed with your little Gomez and Guzmez recipe that you shared. So yeah, just a big well done to everyone for that. So that sale is going to be absolutely amazing, and it does go. It says sale ends on the 12th of July. So one of the things I did want to talk to you guys about is we are going to be hosting a makeup event. And this all aligns perfectly because a lot of the items will actually still be on sale when we do that event. So that is awesome. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. You have the option to take part or to not take part. All right. So it's entirely up to you. So we have hired a space in Jundanna, tried to get somewhere not too north, not too south, kind of in the middle. So there's a space in Jundanna that we have hired, and I've also got a makeup artist coming, and we're paying her as well. And the idea is that we sell tickets to the event, and people can come and learn how to wear makeup. So I don't know about you guys, I'm very slapdash. A lot of people in my network are really interested in learning how to like contour, how to wear eyeshadow, how to do the eyeliner, all of the things. How it is going to work is that if you would like to be involved, we're going to split the cost of the room and the makeup artist, okay? So it comes to $300. Therefore, if 6 consultants are involved, it's going to be $50 each, okay? So there is a buy-in to take part. tickets will sell for $55 each. Okay, so each one, every one of your people, and I can put this, I'll type this out and put it in the chat as well. But we will sell tickets. Now, we did this, gosh, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and we charged $50 a ticket then. So it will sell, okay? Because we had a packed house. We actually did it at Andrea's house back in the day in Ellenbrook, and I lived in Belmont, so Ellenbrook wasn't local for me, and I still got people to go there. So if people are interested, they will come. When they purchase their ticket for $55, they will get a mascara with their ticket purchase. All right.
Wow.
So regardless of whether or not you sell anything on the day, we will use the funds. So you will use the funds to purchase a mascara. So the reason I'm telling you this is we need to have their orders in, like their ticket purchases in, probably up to a week prior, because you need to obviously order the mascara so it arrives in time, and they can use their own mascara at the workshop. Okay, there's a couple of reasons, partly for hygiene purposes. You definitely can get the little mascara wands, but one of the things that we love about our mascara is the wand that comes with it. So they're not getting the full effect of the mascara if they're not using it with the wand. So really, it's, you know, if someone's interested in coming to this, the mascara is like $50 anyway. So they're buying a ticket for $55 and they're getting a $50 mascara. Do you see how that works? So anyway, yeah, I can talk to you more about the logistics of that, but we have thought it through. So you would need to buy the mascara before the event, and then when the money all comes through, we disperse it, and you know, any of your ticket sales, the money comes back to you to cover that. So you'll end up making $5 or per person or something like that. I think it works out to be. The idea is obviously that they then are exposed to all of the makeup. So skin tint wise, like I think there's a few of us have got the full sets of the skin tints and the foundations, which can probably be shared amongst everyone. The clients will have their own mascaras. And then I think there's quite a few of us, ideally for your own clients, you would want to have at least the eyeshadow palette, the bronzer, like a lip gloss. What else? Just the basics, I guess, for like if you've got 5 people there, you want to have enough that, you know, your 5 people can use your things. We'll have alcohol sprays. I'm going to get a bunch of brushes and like those little sponges that I'll have for everybody. So I'll buy bulk of those and just have them on the tables for people to use. So anyway, if you've got more questions about that, this is just a really, you know, it's just a fun event really, I guess. And please don't rely on this on being your only activity for the month. It's just that there's a bit of a calling for it. People do love to get together for this event. They're going to experience the makeup, you know, learn all the different things. Now a lot of it is actually on sale, which is great. So I'll make sure I get like an eye primer and stuff as well for people to try. So they'll be, you know, we'll do up some bundles. I'm definitely still going to have the Green Synergy there and like maybe have some mirror placement and bits and pieces. So there will be some other stuff to sort of draw their attention to. But yeah, the focus is really just, if nothing else, they've bought a ticket, they've got a mascara, and they walk away with some tips and tricks on how to wear their makeup. And they feel like they've had a really fun girly night with a bunch of like really cool people. So is there any questions on that? All good? Oh, yep, 3 till 4:30 p.m. So it's a 90-minute event. Excellent. So have a think about it. We've got done up, or Vic, has done up a flyer. And you are welcome to create your own as well. I did say, should I do a flyer, but you're just going to probably redo it anyway. So because done up a flyer, you're welcome to create your own. I will put the one that we have in the team chat. And as I said, if you would like to prepare your own for your own style or your own branding, you're welcome to do that, or just use the one that we have. And then let me know if you would like to be involved, because I'll probably maybe, I don't know if I'll do a chat for it or not. But yeah, just so I can kind of keep you up to date with everything that's happening there. But yeah, I do encourage you to get around it. Yeah. Regardless, it's yeah, they're always a bit of fun anyway. It's like 90 minutes, you know, great way. It's something nice to offer your clients as well. I kind of feel like instead of just selling to them all the time, it's something to actually offer them to be a part of. And guess what happens when people experience our community? They want to join our business because we're awesome. So, you know, it's all about that networking and, you know, that girl tribe and all of the things as well. So that was just something I wanted to mention to you guys. 3rd of August, that one.
Just quickly, Sarah, yeah. Is the basis like a makeup artist is going to help them do their own makeup, not like a demo?
So we'll have a model. I've got a model coming, but then people will do their own as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So they can have a practice and a play with all the products and actually use the products for themselves. So like you've got like the I Want It All, I've got the I Want It All. So if you've got the I Want It All, you've got like the shadow palette, the bronzer and all of the things. Yeah, so just speak to, like, if maybe you want to come but you only have 1 or 2 clients, maybe speak to me and see if there's someone you can jump in with, or you can just buy a couple of the makeup items just so you've got them there. It's always good to have them, and if you wear makeup, obviously we should be wearing the Arbonne makeup anyway. You're not going to go buy another brand, so kind of makes sense that we have it. Okay, and then the next thing is I just want to make sure that everyone is across our onboarding process, which I feel like we are, because I do mention it a lot. But if you are unsure, when you go to the Hustle and Heart Facebook page, if you go to the guide, I've typed up a sheet which has the onboarding process there. It's a 1-page document, okay? Because I just want you guys to be really, really confident with what to do when people join. Okay, so you send them the bingo card, you send them the new consultant guide, which they can read at their leisure. It's a large document, but it's the Bible that they will use for ever. Like, there's just so much information in there, and they can come back with questions. So the new consultant guide, and then you do the first steps training with them. Okay. When someone does their first steps training, that is when they book in their launch. And from there, we have our DMO sheets. We've got our 40 faces and our monthly goal setting. So is everyone filling out their 40 faces? Because that's probably the easiest way to see where you need to be doing some more work. So again, 40 faces, there is no right or wrong way to do Arbonne. And I've been speaking to a lot of other leaders recently because I'm really curious to know what other people are doing, what's working. And what I can tell you is that we are doing everything correctly. All right. There's never a magic system or anything like that, but I'm always curious to know. And even Danika's team, who recently were going nation, do you know what they're doing? They're putting some systems in place, and they've just created a board. I'm like, we just did that in AOT like last year. Do you know what I mean? What are they trying to do? They're trying to get in front of more people in person. What do? We get in front of people. Yeah. So there's no magic system. And, as I said, I've been speaking to different people to find out what their systems are, and what we are doing, guys, works. It's all about just finding the right people and just getting in front of people. So again, 40 faces is that magic number. If you're doing a pamper event and you've got 6 or 7 people there, then that's 6 or 7 knocked off in one session. Actually, that reminds me. So I have got, how am I going for time? Okay. So I'm going to run over some ways to be in activity. Ways to run your business, okay? Some of them you may know, some of them you might be like, oh, I didn't think of that. All right, so I'm going to rattle these off. You can take notes, you can ask me to post them later. Okay, so number 1 is taking the time to get onto your Facebook and Instagram and actively liking, commenting, and chatting with people in your network that you like and that you're interested in. So personally, I'll put my hand up. I'm a bit of a shock for this. I do post a lot. I don't spend a lot of time scrolling. I'm not a big scroller. So I have to actually really try to look at other people's things and like and comment and post. Okay. That's just me personally. Some people love to scroll, but really building those relationships. Okay. So, and it's not always to just ask for a sale or to ask about the business. So don't comment 3 times and then be like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, this is a long-term thing. All right. So we're building relationships, whether it's online or in person. It's all about building relationships. So really taking the time to, talk to people online. As I said, happy birthday, how's the kids, all of the things, have conversations. All right. One of Eric Worre's things, and if you don't know who he is, he's a network marketing professional. One of his things, he says, if you want to grow your business, he's like, start having conversations with 100 people. 100's a lot. So I didn't say 100, but he's like, don't try and sell them anything. Don't ask them to join your business, but just have conversations with 100 people. Your business will explode. Yeah. So just take the time. All right. Number 2, find networking events to attend. This is something I personally have just done. So I've just joined some groups. I put it in the chat. I've actually joined like a storeholder one as well. And I've been looking for networking groups, but again, only ones that interest me. I joined a few, I left a few. I was like, nah, not really my thing. You can kind of tell when you get in there, like, there's all the girl boss and all that kind of stuff. So again, being intentional, jumping on Facebook and being like, okay, what groups do I want to be a part of? When they let you in, have a scroll through. Is it something that you like or not? There's the Friend Her group, which is all about women becoming friends with women. And again, it's about building those relationships. Okay. So being mindful, attending networking events. There's lots of different women in business events that you can attend to meet people. Okay, find a fundraiser, school event, or something to like sponsor or do like a hamper or a giveaway for. And then you can obviously contact the winners. Giving out free Pampers. My gosh, I remember I used to do this. So we used to do, it's just reminded me actually, we used to go to markets and we would have one winner that won a basket and all the runners up would get a free Pamper. But the free Pamper was just an idea to go out and meet people. Yeah. So we would say, like, yeah, congratulations, you are like a runner up, always being mindful, look for sisters and friends, like when they're filling it out. So when people are putting entries in, I always would write on the back of their ticket, like, has an Arbonne consultant or blah, blah, blah. Do you know what I mean? So you kind of knew who you were contacting or was with the lady or was with Annie or whatever it might be. But yeah, so you would do the main prize and then everyone else would get a Pamper as a, yeah. And then we'd basically go out and meet them and share the products. So that's just a way to get into massive activity. I just remember that then. Okay, so you can send a thank you note or a card to all your current PCs, yeah, offering them a Pamper as well if they want to have one for themselves or invite some people over or their mum or their sister or something like that. Call 5 PCs a week, so of your current clients, check on their success, check on their product levels, you know, offer them a host reward if they want to either give you other people's that they can recommend or if they want to host an event for you as well. Sometimes just for referrals too, you can say, look, if you can give me, like I know you're loving the green synergy, you've had such great results, like you told me that your skin's cleared up or your bloating's gone or you're no longer constipated. Who do you know? Because the thing is, your client is not thinking like a network marketer. Your client is busy. They've got a family, they've got life, they've got work. They're not thinking, oh, who can I refer to Sally? You know, but when you say to them, like, who do you know that's struggling? Like, I'm happy to reward you. Then they'll be like, oh, actually, I've got these ladies in the office and they keep telling me like that they're tired, this, that, the other. Okay. So they're not going to think like a network marketer. That's our job. Our job is to ask them for the referrals and to reward them for the referrals. Okay, so just looking through who your current clients are, being sociable, having coffee dates with friends, having play dates with friends if you've got kids, like, you know, being intentional about how you're spending your time is really, really powerful as well. You know, always having samples in your bag. I know Britt and I always, especially when I was working in a gym, but even now going to the gym, the green synergy and fizz, having them ready to hand out because yeah, people are tired. And that just leads me to another point. If you get to the gym, like, are you having your fizz at home before you go to the gym, or are you getting to the gym, putting your fizz in your water and drinking it there? So people are like, what are you drinking? What are you having? Yeah. So don't hide it away. Use your products in the same as going to a coffee shop. Like I take my fizz with me to have it with some hot water instead of a coffee. And then people are like, what are you drinking? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, coffee's no good for my gut. Or, oh, I'm on the 30 days. What's the 30 days? Yeah. Oh, I'm on the 7 days. Take your matcha. What's the 7 days? What are you doing? Yeah. Oh, you know, getting people on your social media. That is another huge one as well. Don't be cringy, like be, you know, but then obviously you have to show up on social media as well. But like I'm not shy about that at all. Like handing my phone over or give me your phone and I'll put my thing in, you know, and I'm no one special to follow, but it's just a point of contact really. Let's have a look. Yeah, creating events. Like if you have filled out that monthly planner, that would have given you a really strong indication of, you know, what your business looks like as to how many things you're able to fill out when it comes to like who are you giving samples to, you know, how many in-person events have you got, who are you asking for referrals, who are you offering the nutrition programs to. It can be really uncomfortable to fill those things out when you're not in activity because you kind of look at it and go, oh, okay, I don't really have anything to put in there. But that is your prompt. It's going to tell you what you need to be doing to run your business. So don't just sit there in like your little shame spiral. Be like, right, okay, what do I need to do? My goal is to fill this form out. And you might not be able to do it now, but we all have the power to change that and to start booking things in and start filling it out. So it's not about making anyone feel bad. It's just about this is a guide and you can look at it and see how much activity you're in and know where you need to be moving. And then if the business isn't where you want it to be, you can be like, well, my page is pretty blank, probably a bit of an indication. Guarantee you if the page is full, you're not going to be looking for QV. Do you know what I mean? Like it's going to be coming from somewhere. So I'm just really using that as a guide. As I said, it's not to make anyone feel bad. It's just there to really show you what your areas of activity are and what you can be doing to move forward. And as always, especially if you're newer in the business, like reach out to us. We can help you. It doesn't matter at what stage of the business you're in, always there to help. But you might, if you just started this and they're going, oh my God, like, where do I even start with this? Like, I don't even know what to do. That's what we're all here for. Like, we all want to help each other win. That is the whole idea of this business. We are all there to support each other. I know that Emma will be watching this. She rings me so many times a day. I freaking love it. Like, she can call me like 10 times a day sometimes. I love it. I'm like, this girl. I'm like, she's asking questions. Like, she's like, hey, babe, sorry. I'm like, no, you're good. Like, I love that because she's doing things and she's asking questions and she's wanting to learn. So never feel like you are being annoying. The more questions, the better. When Britt joined, she was red hot on the phone and then she knew everything. She picked it up like that. But initially, lots of questions. That is the sign that someone is running, they're learning, and they're doing all of the things. Yeah. So always ask questions. You're never, ever a pain. All right, so what have we got here? Going to gyms, doing gym stalls, things like that, talking to different, places where people are already into healthy living, obviously. And then if you are doing that, speak to your mentor to make sure that you're getting the most out of that opportunity, getting names, getting numbers, getting people on your socials, cross-promotion events, things like that with cafes and women's groups. Market stalls, which I'll get back into for the summer. They're really, really powerful. Again, speak to us to find out the best way to get the names and the leads from those. Giving out samples, lending out the skincare is, huge. Even the makeup, but don't do that when we've got the makeup event coming up. But yeah, you can definitely be lending all of that out. Nutrition samples, before and afters, talking on your stories. And I'm going to let far out. Look at the time. Okay, shit. Rebecca, the time. Are you still good to talk?
Yeah, but I might.
Okay, I'm going to stop talking. Sorry, I didn't even get halfway through. 75 Slay Biz Edition. That should be working now. Shelley followed Vic's prompts that she put in our group and she got on there. So she is good. Thinking about doing a messenger chat for accountability if everyone wants to, because you can't all see each other. You can only see me. But if you don't want to, if there's too many group chats, that's fine too. So think about that and talk to me. I'm going to hand over to Rebecca because my queen here, well, Vic's queen, but my queen, she has promoted. It's day 7. Like, she just smashed out district manager. So yeah, enough from me. Let's hand over to you, Miss Rebecca.
Thanks so much, Sarah. Hey, beautiful team. I'm so excited to be here tonight. Just hitting district manager isn't just a title for me. It's a testament to what happens when you feed the belief and starve the excuses. Because let's be real, the excuses will always be there. Like, I'm tired, I don't know enough. What if someone says no? What if I fail? But I made a decision earlier that I already was the version of me who would go all the way. I started walking like an EVP, talking like her, showing up like her, even before the results. And let me say something that might sting you a little bit. Sometimes we don't realize we're feeding our fears more than our faith. Is it the fear of not understanding how the business model works? Is it not understanding the network marketing profession, maybe? Is it not knowing the products well enough? Is it the rejection? Or is it simply the discomfort of your growth? But the only way to build belief is to do the things that feed it every day. So what I do is I commit to my DMO every single day, even though I didn't have team or a large customer base. I was always learning something new on the website about the business and product, as well as podcasts on beliefs and mindset. You don't magically become confident. You actually build confidence by doing, by learning, by showing up and hosting events when it's uncomfortable. I came from 10 to 12 years in the corporate world, like some of you might already know. I was numb. Like, I was waking up, working, coming home, and doing that on repeat, living for the weekends, hating Mondays. And for me, that wasn't living. That was just surviving. My subconscious mind was asleep that whole time for many years, but this business woke me up. And I know some of you are in that exact place right now. But let me tell you, you're not behind, you're in the becoming. You're just being conditioned to play small. And guess what? The system will always pull you back. That's why you have to actively feed the belief every single day. I don't come from wealth. I'm a first generation daughter of immigrant parents, raised by two people who came from the ghetto and worked hard their entire lives. But I decided that cycle ends with me. That no more working until my mind and body breaks down, no more waiting for my annual leave to feel peace. This path is so smart, it's powerful, and it gives us options. Yes, we hustle for a season, but we build something so much bigger than just income, guys. We build a legacy. So here's my challenge to you, is to write a vision statement to yourself in a story formation. Write down who you are from the moment you wake up in the moment to the moment you go to bed. What happens throughout your day and what does it look like? What energy do you hold? What kind of choices that version of you make? And when someone says no to you, read that version again and remind yourself they're simply not part of the story you're writing. You hold the golden ticket, so step into that version of you that already exists, because she's waiting, she's ready, and has always been within you. Let's go, team. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Beck. Do you know there's one thing about you, like from the minute you joined, your vision and belief, like the business, do you know what I mean? Like before you're even a DM, when you guys did that DA together, I was just like, like you just always, and I think because you are so big on personal development, right? And, you know, I loved Vic's analogy, and personal development for me is huge. And that's why I'm doing the 75 Slay, the business edition, making me accountable for my PD. When I wanted to be a regional vice president, I was doing all of the activity like Vic talked about. Yeah. But I wasn't doing enough PD. So I was doing all the activity, but not getting the right results. Okay. And I was like, what? I kept saying to Danny, what is wrong? Why am I not doing it? Why am I not getting there? I did I actually went hard because that's what I do, and did like a manifestation course. And like, I used to walk the dog, and I'd be like, because it was 40,000. And I'd always be like, I'm a regional vice president. As I'm walking the dog, I'd be shouting it out. I had 40,000 written on the steering wheel of my car. I remember Danny walked me out to my car one day and she laughed so hard because I had 40,000 QV on my fridge. I was like, I spend a lot of time eating. 40,000 QV on the fridge, like all the most places I spend most of my time. So I was just, seeing it everywhere. And I just was obsessed, and I just did so much personal development. And all of a sudden, I flew through region. And I was actually just talking to National Vice President Felicia Pulatano today, and I was talking to her about this, and I was like, so why am I not doing that to Go Nation? Like, I was like, it worked when I went region. So like all of a sudden, I don't know, you just kind of stop and you just kind of forget about it. So yeah, I think doubling down on the personal development, affirming your goals, all of the things, it has to come with the action, like Vic, when she did her analogy. But I just think it's so powerful. So thank you so much, Rebecca, because I know that is something that you're really, really big on. And I'm so bloody proud of you. You're absolutely amazing. And I just really want to encourage you guys, whether or not you want to be a part of the 75 Slay Business Edition, do the activity, just don't forget the personal development, because I think that is the missing link. And also, we do know in this business, for the newer people as well, it's not always going to be linear. There will be speed bumps. There's going to be ups and downs, and the personal development gets you through the downs. People will leave your team at some point. I hate to break it to you. It happens to everyone, and that can suck sometimes. So personal development, when you get the no's and all of the things, because it is, but I can tell you, apart from all of that, there is nothing more powerful than when you hit momentum and things are going amazing and you're flying, which everyone is doing right now. You guys are in some massive seasons of growth. It is the most incredible feeling in the world, and anything is possible. So just want you to really believe that, because literally anything is possible. So I'm going to leave it there because we're 8:03. So if you've got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for jumping on, everyone. See you guys.